So I landed in Stockholm, took this super long escalator down and found a train into the city. Made it downtown and skateboarded down to the water because my friends were there. I'm going to find my friends. Found Matilda and Marie and we went swimming. My GoPro died, so I didn't film any of it. Then it started to rain, so we found a coffee spot for fika. So can this be fika, or is this not fika?
Nice.
Walked back into the city to meet up with my friend Paul. He took me to the top floor of the Scandic Hotel for a beer at this place called Capital. You know the way, or you want me to?
I know the way.
Alright. Then we went for a walk around the city and ended up at Flying Elk for dinner. Oyster with elderflower and gooseberry, rhubarb macaron with foie gras and balsamic, gazpacho, scallops with truffled scrambled eggs, and a short rib dish with tomato, garlic, and corn, Swiss meringue for dessert with white chocolate, coffee, and 2 kinds of truffles. Walked back outside and got to the base of these stairs. Alright, so we're going up? Yep. Met back up with Matilda. What's up? And went out on this walkway to see the sunset. Pretty gorgeous. Grabbed a quick beer before heading to this spot for another beer with frozen beer on top of it. It wasn't my favorite. Met up with Marie again and had a drink at this outdoor spot. Day 2 started with breakfast here with Paul. Traditional Swedish princess cake and a cardamom bun. We left there and walked around this market. That's a whole mango. Got back outside and Paul left for London.
See you. See you in a week.
Yeah. It started raining again, so I ducked inside this crazy Urban Outfitters. There was 2 chandeliers and giant floaty toys in there. I bought a ticket aboard this boat and met my friends on the island just outside Stockholm. There's tons of islands around the city, and summer is the best time to visit them. Relaxed and went for a swim in this crazy cold water. I was just happy to be outside. We left the island, got back on a boat into the city, rented bikes with Matilda, and we played Pokemon Go. To be honest, I played a lot of Pokemon on this trip. Dinner at Babette. We split a bottle of white wine, eggplant with pomegranate and tahini, cabbage with pecorino and almond, bocarones with garlic. Their signature pizza was stracciatella. Bacalao, avocado, and egg. Bombay pork with rhubarb chutney. Brillat Savarin cheese with grilled breads. And 2 tarts. One with peach and almond, the other one was chocolate. Espresso. We met up with Marie's sister and had a glass of wine at this spot on the water. Next day, took Marie and Matilda to the train station and found this ad Marie made.
I'm happy. We did 3 of them. This is the midsummer one.
What's in that pie?
It's a vegetable. It's the cheese. It's like a classic cheese pie that you make with this cheese. See how there's an extra plate on here? Because the photographer, who's a really cool photographer, he broke the whole thing. He was just going to cut something and the whole thing like fell backwards. So the pie has gone like a little bit
cracked.
Guess you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't actually see it.
Yeah.
Said goodbye and ventured out on my own. I snatched up a bike again and rode around the city. Super fun. So nice outside. Stopped for lunch at Falafel Barn for this place. Dropped coffee next for an iced coffee. Had a really mediocre wrap thing from Magnus Nielsen. It started raining again, but I found the most Swedish gate ever. That is a very Swedish gate. Walked across this island to Oxenkrog for dinner. Apple and gin cocktail to start, vegetables with dip, beef tartare with zucchini and nettles. Hey look, a rainbow. Raw langoustine with tarragon cream, chicken of the woods mushrooms, raw veal with capers, crab with potato and dill, a glass of this Chenin Blanc, 2 kinds of butter for 2 kinds of bread, mackerel with smoked fish stock and beet, halibut with grilled herbs, more Swedish caviar with kale, chives, and veal, this tiny flask of aquavit, seared beef with raw shrimp and fresh herbs, toasted grains with fermented butter and celery, char with sturgeon roe and parsley, a glass of this merlot, roasted quails.
I'm just gonna go carve it up.
Served with grilled spruce cream and celery root, pork with black garlic and spring onion, Comté cheese, a glass of this Tokai, rhubarb, hay, and Spanish chervil, cinnamon ice cream with flax seeds, raspberry, and sorrel, strawberries and cream. This was their coffee service. Chef Magnus was nice enough to show me around. Back up the next day, and I headed back to the airport. Back up that crazy long escalator, made it through security, and hopped on a plane back to Norway.